Thank you, Sergio. I'm Dave Niles, and I'm delighted to be here as the chair of the advisory board, and along with my fellow board members, welcome all of you to this wonderful celebration. In particular, I want to congratulate Jeff and Arne and thank the GE and Marriott organizations for demonstrating what good management and operational leadership can do. These two legendary companies have really set a standard for the rest of us, and we are extremely grateful for their example. So I have the unenviable position tonight of being sandwiched between the two S's of Sergio and Shelley. But we do want to make sure everybody leaves tonight with a little bit of a sense of what the Deming Center does. And so I want to take a couple minutes to do that. Rest assured, I am a student of country and Western music, and I will always remember the great Hank Williams song. It said, when you take your medicine, be sure to take it early and take it fast. That's a lesson I will absolutely hold to tonight. To start, to understand the Deming Center, you must understand a bit about W. Edwards Deming. Deming was a writer, a teacher, and a consultant. The power of his ideas and work are best illustrated by the role Deming played in two of the great turnarounds in economic history. First was his work in post-war Japan. Called over by General George MacArthur in 1947, Deming helped Japanese executives understand the importance of great design, high-quality continuous improvement, and the role of management in driving all three in a constant, repeatable effort. Deming's teachings were widely recognized as the management foundation that helped drive GDP in Japan from $20 billion in 1950 to over $1 trillion in 1980, truly astounding. The second economic turnaround was in the early 1980s industrial United States. Best represented by his work with Ford Motor Company, Deming's concepts, teaching, and philosophy helped Ford drive quality with their products and in their operations. Deming's work has been credited with lifting that company's competitive position from laggard to leader and helped Ford become the most profitable U.S. car manufacturer of its time. More broadly speaking, Deming's series were instrumental in helping hundreds of U.S. companies become more competitive, and in doing so, put the U.S. economy and society back on its front foot after a pretty dismal 1970s. In both economic transformations, Deming institutionalized the use of key management tools like statistical process control, control charts, and quality management. However, to pigeonhole Deming as the quality guy is to misinterpret his real impact. While quality and statistics were Deming's tools, his craft was leadership and management. This was the real point of Deming's work. Deming was one of the first business leaders that connected the dots, from operational excellence to winning in the marketplace to achieving enduring success with the corporation to great jobs and a healthy economy. This was Deming's grand system, and at the Deming Center, we believe that system is just as relevant today as it was then. Quality matters. Leadership matters. Our mission is to make sure that the operation skills, quality expertise, leadership excellence as taught by W. Edwards Deming are made modern and taught to the next generation of business leaders. So how do we do it? One, with our sponsoring organizations, we support innovation learning and best practice sharing. And this year alone, we hosted a day-long forum on disruptive innovation with Ellen Coleman from DuPont and Brent James from Intermountain Healthcare as discussion leaders. Along with longtime Deming Center board member Richard Jaffe, we hosted a forum on disruption in retail, where over 200 executives came together to discuss the future of retail and what business leaders can do to prosper in such a rapidly changing industry. Two, we support faculty through cutting-edge research. In 2016 alone, Deming Center PhDs completed 8 research projects on topics as varied as auction dynamics and online display advertising markets, route optimization and bike sharing programs, and bargaining in online labor markets, all modern, contemporary adaptations of Deming's teachings. And I think we'll hear a little bit about that later on tonight. And 3, and most important in my mind, Deming supports Columbia students. The Deming Center helped develop an advanced analytics class that is now part of the Columbia core curriculum. We bring executives to visit students through our Practitioners in Class series to provide students with real-world advice on how to lead organizations. In the past year alone, the center hosted conversations with Deming Cup Award winner David Cody from Honeywell, as well as Philippe Cochette from GE and Daniel Ramote from VIA. As we look forward with our Deming Center activities, this work with students is our area of most intense focus. So in summary, this is the work of the Deming Center. It's important work, and we welcome all of you tonight to join us in this mission. But back to the main event. Jeff, Arne, thanks again for your wonderful leadership. Thanks for being with us here tonight, and thanks for helping us celebrate what W. Edwards Deming taught through your example. We are proud to have you as new members of the Deming Center family. Have a great evening, everyone. Shall I?